Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 10, Episode 12. Next week is the finale. Thank God. Okay, we are happy about that. Okay, I am wondering if they're going to do a reunion or not. I feel like that is shot the reunion. Maybe not. I don't know. But again, this next week is the season finale. But let's move past that. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and all that good stuff. Y'all know to subscribe to this channel, to subscribe to my Jaylee's Corner Talk channel. The link to my secondary channel is always in the description box below every single video. So do not forget to show some love over there. Watch the videos over there too. Help me get that channel monetized. I know I need to post more content. I just posted a new video, I think 2 days ago. So support your girl, okay? Do not forget to also like this video, comment in the comment section for the premiere people and also for the replay watchers. You can also hit the little share button to share this on your social media. You can also relax, relate, and release. Center yourself and everyone around you, and then always inhale and exhale to help you calm down and stuff. Okay, and y'all know to also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. It's up there in the corner. That is on IG, and on Twitter, it is just Jaylee's Corner. Okay, and y'all know to like and subscribe. Okay, but guess what? I ain't here and stuff. Okay, let's get into first things first. Do not forget on Thursday. Okay, at 9:15 or 9:30. This depends on Bondi Blues channel. The Ooh Ladies First panel, okay, will be on and popping, okay. It's on Bondi Blues channel. It's gonna be great. Y'all know we've been having some great times on our panel, making it more conversational, a little girl chat here, chit chat there, fun everywhere. Okay, so again, come join us this Thursday on Bondi channel. Have a good time. Hey, have a good time with us. Okay, now on to the foolishness of this episode. Yeah. Um. So Yandy is at her little shop. Yandy has opened up a storefront brick and mortar store for a product line. Yes. Fine. Y'all know I'm not a fan of Yandy on this show because I'm like, she's not from Atlanta. Okay. And they have centered much of this season around her. So I don't really care. I mean, I'm proud of her for opening the store. I'm proud of her for having her own product. Fine. But I don't come to Atlanta loving hip hop for Yandy, so I'm gonna leave it be. But she's talking to her and Mendices are talking, and she said, we're having a whole grand opening. I invited Erica, which makes Mendices say, well, I invited Mendici. Oh, great. They both invited somebody. Yay. Anyway, I'm like, that just production wants some bullshit because girl, who cares? Now we do see that Jock gets there, and so does Kurt. And when Jock and Kurt both get there, Jock wants to have a conversation with Kirk and Mendices about what happened with his son. Okay, so the three gents are outside having a conversation, and Jock tells them about his little fight with Amir, how he, actually hit his son. Well, got into a fight. Okay, tried to hem him on up. He said, get off me, and stuff. But he just said what happened or whatever. How they have not talked in, he said, about 2 or 3 weeks since the fight. They had not talked because again things was real tense or whatever. Now both in DC's and Kirk, understand, what Jacques is went through. Okay, they also both tell him you need to fix it. You have to fix it. Find some kind of way to connect with him, and it may not be based on you explaining to him how you lost business because he's out here full out lying with old boy who cost him his business. And then I think it was Kirk who said, he may not even understand the point of losing a business because he doesn't have one. So sometimes kids don't get parents talking about you cost me this and you cost me that because they don't have it. Okay, so Slim's like, what you mad for, mama? What you mad for, daddy? What's going on around here? So Jock, take their advice. I'm gonna do that or whatever. And they also suggested maybe go talk to a pastor, of your church or whatever. So again, Jack agrees to do that. Now we then see Erica. Was it Erica? Yeah, Erica went and met with her lawyers or lawyer. I don't know. Is it a lawyer and his two assistants? I'm not sure. I do know I've seen this white man lawyer on this show before. Is he the Love and Hip Hop lawyer? I'm not sure about that either. But they're talking about her divorce, how Safari wants to quickly give this divorce. He wants to push the court date up, even though Erica is pregnant and tired, and does not need to be stressed or whatever. Um, and because Safari countered her divorce, okay, was the request of his own. Now the lawyers, Safari asked about 50-50 custody, whatever. So Erica is crying, and I think she thought he wants custody, and the lawyer has explained, well, no, 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 you won't lose your custody or whatever. However, it just means you and him will come up with whatever kind of schedule so that you have time with the kids, and so does he. So it's not you losing custody. You will still have custody of your kids, and because he also wants to rush the divorce. That's the whole thing too. He wants to rush it because for some reason he wanted it done before she had the new baby. I'm looking like, Safari, what the fuck is wrong with you? Safari was on some bullshit. Okay, but Erica feel like is on BS because he is not responsible enough to even have my kids while they just young. Okay, he can't do that. No, 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 not today. Okay, and she brings up because he runs every time life gets real. Okay, he kind of picks and chooses when he wants to be a father and a parent, and she don't like that. I also feel like, and I'm not trying to defend Safari. I'm not at all, but I do think sometimes he's not fully running from being a father. He's running from being a husband. And the sad part about that is he don't know how to still be a father while not being a husband. I always say parents, have to separate their relationship with their children. If mom and daddy beefing, that's cool, but neither parent should take themselves away from the kid. And I feel like Safari is being a stupid ass, and with him running from Erica, nigga, you running from your kids, and that's stupid. So I really do feel like he's more running from her than the kids. But it's like, but nigga, you still running from your kids, so it's stupid to me. Okay, but I do think with him picking and choosing when he wants to be a parent, to me means he's picking and choosing to not be around Erica. But he's too stupid to know you can't do that when you have children because it's called abandonment, you dummy. Anyway, the lawyer also brings up how, well, you know what? Because she's crying, I didn't want to get divorced. I wanted this to last forever. And he said, look, sometimes, it's not embarrassing that you're getting divorced. Okay, because she said all of this is embarrassing. He said, well, sometimes it's not embarrassing to get divorced. Sometimes it's more embarrassing to still be married. I'm looking like, let her know. So, yes, it's embarrassing to still be married, fussing and fighting for no damn reason. But I'm gonna leave that be. So we see, was it Rashida and Kirk talking, and Rashida brings up a post that Scrappy posted. So Scrappy posted this on IG. Shout out to all the men going through mental illnesses with no one to turn to because this world wrongly taught males to mask their emotions. Men suffer. Men have suicidal thoughts. Men die by suicide. We need to encourage men to speak up, not expect them to man up. And he then put the caption of, I'm experiencing this right now. Just lean on God to make it back, Jack. And I was like, see how you're putting suicidal shit up? Scrappy, what's wrong? Don't do that. So that makes Kirk say, I'm gonna get, Mendici. We'll have a whole little conversation. So Mendici's Kirk and Scrap meet up, and they're like, bruh, what's going on? You made that post or whatever. You got us all scared or whatever. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? You posted about mental health. You posted about, suicidal thoughts, whatever. What the fuck is up with you? If something is up, call us. Talk to us. Okay, you do not have to feel alone. And for him, he just brings up how hard it is right now, whatever. He found out that Bambi, was talking to her friends about wanting to divorce. Okay, so that left him feeling some kind of way. He also brings up how, because of that, they wasn't talking at all. So he supposedly left the house. He was gone somewhere, making money, as he said, I guess, doing shows. And when he would call to talk to the kids, Bambi would not let him talk to the kids. I'm like, okay, you can't be not letting people talk to their children. But again, it's so much going on that is crazy, okay, and whatnot. And Scrap, like, she's upset. He feels like Bambi's upset because she wants him home because she's at home and she's pregnant. Instead of keep going in and out. And because she wants him home because she can't go out right now because again she's birthing your fucking babies, bro. But he feels like she don't get that when you put out a record, you can't just sit at home. You have to go out and work a record. Not only that, I'm getting booked for these shows or these gigs or these walkthroughs and whatnot, and I'm getting paid per show what some folks make in a year. And some kind of way we gotta make this money, honey. So his thing is she don't like it when I'm out working. And she feel like I'm out working on some bullshit. And I feel like her thing isn't that you out working. I think her thing is you don't do enough at home, but you feel like you do. And so I think that's her issue. You don't do enough at home when you here. Okay, so I'm pissed off. I also understand Scrappy bringing up how, well, first of all, someone has to make some money because bills have to get paid. So what am I supposed to do? And I was like, honey, I don't know. But, he can't really just expect for her to be okay with him not being or doing enough. I feel like when she's telling you what you're not doing, then do it. It's that simple. But I also feel like if he's out working and making money, if he come home with a check, you can't trip because again, y'all do need to make money. And let's be honest, this show ain't gonna last much longer. It's gonna be so many more seasons that we can have Erica, Bambi and Scrap on here. So I feel like he's smart enough to know I gotta make this money right now because I may not be able to do that forever or whatever. So when Mendici brings up how for him and Yandy, we like to lean on other successful married couples who said to help us. I'm like, what? He then brought up how we like talk to Rashida and Kirk or whatever, ask them how they made things work, in 20 years if they married. I'm like, sir, Mendices. First of all, you and Yandy ain't married. Okay, not only that, you was in prison for 5 of the 6 years y'all been married. So my thing is, y'all couldn't lean up. No other married couple besides probably Remy and Papoose could y'all have leaned on to figure out how to work y'all marriage, fake ass marriage, to figure out how to make it work. When you were in prison, she was outside. You've only been out for years. I feel like y'all really haven't had to make y'all marriage work because y'all not legally married, okay? And you was in prison. You wasn't going nowhere. Now, she could have moved on, but she probably didn't want to because she got your kids. So, again, it's like, don't compare apples to oranges. Okay, don't do that. And I'm like, is Rashida and Kirk really a couple of goals? Rashida and Kirk has had issues all 10 seasons of this show. It ain't not near season where it wasn't some kind of issue, where one of them wasn't happy or one of them was not treating the other one right. So miss me with the bullshit, okay? But to tell Scrap, come talk to us, it's something else wrong. I'm like, whatever. We then see Erica and Yandy meets up, okay? Because as Yandy said, or I think Erica, one of them said, that since Safari and Erica got married, that has brought that's not a word, that has brought Yandy and Erica closer. I was like, really? I don't care if you say so. So again, Erica is very emotional. She's crying because why would you marry me this and treat me this way? And she's sad because Erica really feels like he was gonna be my forever. You told me you was gonna marry me and love me forever. Why did you do this to me? Because Safari is a child, and I'm not saying on any planet that he's right. What I'm saying is, you married a child. They just moved too fast. I think if they had waited a year to be married and have kids, they would have broken up, and then we would not have had. But then their kids gonna be here, so you don't want to wish people to not have had their children. So blah, blah. It's just like, I don't know. Am I surprised at this? No, I really am not surprised that Erica and Safari are having marriage issues only 1/2 years into their marriage because they moved too quick. That pandemic showed them real life because now the person can't go nowhere. In your face all day. Okay. Anyway, so she's complaining because, he wants this work divorce. He wants, 50-50 custody, whatever. So she's upset about all the bullshit he's putting her through, which she has every right to be upset about, okay? She also brings up, I found out he was cheating on me, you know what I'm saying? I hired a private detective or whatever who told me or showed me everything I need to know. So he's also a cheater, okay? And so, oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh my God, you know what? He ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. I'm here for you. Whatever you need, you know what I'm saying? I am here because as a women with children and families, I am fully aware that we need a village. So let me be a part of your village. And I was like, that's nice. That it's nice that they're seeing that Erica needs help because she's stressed. She's pregnant with one baby at the house. So again, she's going through a lot. And it do seem like the fire ain't there helping at the fuck all. Okay. Okay. Kirk and Rashida. So Kirk and Rashida had a meeting with their kids, the one of the son's girlfriend, and then the new manager of the bistro. Okay, so we see Kirk Jr. right here in the black shirt. We see the sister who's in the back in the pink. We see Kirk Jr.'s girlfriend in the hot pink slash red, and then Kai over with the hat on, and then dude right here is the new assistant manager. Okay, and because Rashida and Kirk was gone to Dubai, they're like, we damn sure was not gonna trust our restaurants in the hands of these punk ass kids over here. These are the punk ass kids, okay? They were not leaving these punk ass kids in charge of the restaurant, okay? Which is smart, okay? And so manager man, who seemed to be experiencing whatnot, okay, said, look, okay, there were things going on. We see there was food being voided, food missing, receipts not adding up at the middle of the night, meaning somebody out here stealing food, which could really mean you are stealing money because if you're giving away free foods or ringing the food up and then voiding it to give to somebody else, that's fucking with the money. Okay, you fucking with the money. Okay, so they all met up to see or say who is the one here that's stealing food, that's making these receipts not add up at the middle of the night. And does anybody want to say who it is? Does anybody out of here, okay, out of here, have anything to say? No one says anything. Honey, manager man then say it's Sierra. Now Sierra is boom, her. Okay. And Sierra is Kirk Jr., who's right here, girlfriend. And she was like, what? That ain't me. I didn't do that. Look, I have never had an issue with me serving until people here, started disliking me. I ain't never had no issue. Kirk said, I can believe it's her because we've always had issues with her since she started here, okay? She always walk around as if, saying she getting away with murder because she does. And I was like, so if y'all know she been fucking up and getting away with murder, and now y'all new manager, or at least assistant manager, has told y'all, hey, she's stealing food, okay? She's fucking up on her job or whatever. Kirk then say, this is your warning, Sierra. I'm like, warning? She's stealing shit and she been fucking up. So, see, that's what happened when you hire family and the family's girlfriend and you don't even know you should fire her yet, okay? But, they do tell the manager man, look, manager man, watch her ass, okay? Watch all of them. If she fucks up again, write her ass up. At the third write up, she'll be fired. So I do figure or wonder if they're doing this because so then she can't, claim wrongful termination. Because if we write you up 3 times and then fire you, you can't get unemployment. Okay, we're gonna fight that shit. Anyway, girl, Kirk and Rashida's storyline is their kids' girlfriend stealing food. That's y'all story. So Rashida thought she was pregnant at first. The siblings is at work fighting second. And now the one girl is up to stealing some food. Girl. Anyway, we then see Bambi. Bambi meet up with Sierra, okay, chit chat or whatever. They do quickly discuss, scrap. and his mental health or whatever. We know he came home or whatever after making that post the following day and whatnot. I'm saying I made sure he had some food. I tried to make sure he was okay, but he's always in his feelings or whatever. He doesn't really, talk about how he's feeling, but I know he's going through shit mentally. But I let him be him. I let him do him because he really only pour out his heart on social media. So again, I make sure I'm okay and the kids is okay, and I let him do him. Girl, I guess. Now, Sierra then tells her that Mama D was in Dubai tripping. Okay, Mama D was talking about how saying they got lawyers or whatever, and how Bambi, don't be with the kids or whatever. Scrap be having the kids. I'm like, Sierra, but did you tell her that you told Mama D that Bambi wants a divorce? See the way, and I know it can be production, but what it looked like was Sierra telling Bambi the remnants or the reactions that Mama D had after she told her Bambi been telling them about the divorce and how Bambi told them she has lawyers. So I'm like, of course, if Mama D say we got lawyers too, we also have lawyers. Means it's in response to being told Bambi has gotten. I'm looking like Sierra's messy. She's messy boobs. Because to me, it do seem like she's telling half a story. Why would Mama D say we got lawyers too? Okay, it's the two that got me. Okay, we have lawyers too. So now she's pissed off. And now, she's like, you know what? I'm going to handle Mama D or whatever. Leave that shit be. I was like, I guess so. Now we then see Jock, Kendra, a pastor, Amir and his mama Fatima, who meet up. Okay, because they ain't talked in a few weeks because of the whole fight situation and whatnot. Okay, so they both want to get into a better space. Now, I think both Jock and Amani realized that things went left the last time they talked. Okay, Amani got hot, Jock got hot, Jock they got him his son up, his son up, and then that shit it went left. Okay, now Jock brings up, you know what I'm saying? Look, I know you think I be tripping. I know that, but I have a whole group of peers, okay, who have all lost their son, okay. And while I don't mind being a supportive friend to them, my intentions with you was always let you know I'm not trying to have to bury you and be one of them who is mourning the loss of their son. So I can see in your behavior, okay, that you are unraveling, okay, because you are grown, and you feel like because you're grown that you can do whatever, pow, 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 or whatever. That ain't not on my watch, okay. And so because I see you unraveling because you think you're grown or whatever, there are people out here who are dead who thought they was grown too. Okay, I said let them know. Look, grown don't mean that you are invincible. Grown also do not mean that you can make any decision without some kind of consequence or whatever. And when Jock brings up how at one point I think the police mistook him for his brother, and because he fit the description, and so he brought up to him how it takes nothing for the cops to just say you fit the description, and then boom, you dead, because they just like to do that kind of shit. And because you're unraveling as a grown up, and you can fuck up and wake up dead. Boom, pow, pow. Okay, and so I'm telling you that I feel like you giving me pushback because you think I'm tripping, but that ain't what it is. Okay, and I like that Fatima agreed with Jock, saying, I do think he pushing back because he feel like I'm tripping, even if you're not. But she also said, but I do think how Jock held things was wrong. He was wrong to lose his cool. But I do agree that our son is out here on some bullshit and whatnot, okay? And Jock being like, I fully apologize for my actions. I'm so sorry. I never meant for any of that to happen. I love you deep in my spirit, son. I would never want anything to happen to you. And I like that, Jock was extremely genuine in his apology. And I feel like when Amani brought up how, I accept your apology, and I don't want any issue with you there. I don't want any friction. Okay. And they hugged it out. I felt they both were 100% genuine. I think it did get out of hand. And I like how Amani brought up how, he realized that he too, was wrong and how he reacted to stuff. But they both also want to, be better. be around each other, but they both know they have to keep growing and bonding. But it was great to see them have a genuine conversation about what happened, and Amanda was able to hear. So I'm like, I ain't trying to beef with you. I just want you to know I don't want to see you dead. And that's the gist of what it is, okay? So Yandy has a whole little storefront, opening and whatnot. Okay, cute little storefront or whatever, boom, pow, pow. But she had the conversation with Safari, who's there, and it was fine. Okay, now she brings up how I'm saying, uh, Safari, you fucking up. I talked to your wife, and you are fucking up because what she's telling me, it don't even sound like the person I know. Like, why are you doing these things? Do better than that. Do better. Okay, you should have been at the hospital with her. You should not have been anywhere else and whatnot. Okay, when Safari Dan said, "Well, look, first of all, not all marriage class. Okay, at least not this one." And I wasn't there because there was no point in me being there if all we would do is argue. So I left because I did not want to keep fussing. And when Candy said, "But you don't have to argue with her. She can't argue by herself." He said, "Yes, she can." She can. I laughed because I don't think people get. Some people will argue with themselves. And to alleviate you having to hear them fussing in your ear, you leave. And again, that's my whole thing about having to have a separate thought process to husband and wife and mother and father. And I wish, because I wasn't there, so I don't know. If he's saying she was fussing at him, I wish she wasn't. And I wish had she not fussed at him about how he was as a husband, his monkey ass would have stayed and sat there as the father to the baby she's pregnant with. And mother and father can sit there and just be. And that's it. Okay? Because her fussing with him about him being a fucked up husband is still stress on her body. And I wish she would have stopped fussing him after the baby is born. I want you to have, and the baby's here now, so fine, fine, fine. But again, it's like, I don't believe for 1 second that Erica was not fussing with Safari. But I also feel like Safari took that as a easy out to leave. Because, oh, she's fussing, I'm going to leave. So I think, I just wish they could be more mother-father and less husband and wife. Because if mother-father can just coexist for the kids, that's great. But when husband and wife can't stop fussing, or husband leaves because the wife was fussing, y'all both are doing a disservice to the children. That's just me. Um, she like, well, she told me I called cheat. Like, what the fuck? You're married. This fool gonna say, well, we wasn't really together. She's like, nigga, you are married. What do you mean y'all wasn't together? You were. Oh, you were. I'm like, my car got charged. I'm like, what? My pay the bill. You were married, so you can't say y'all wasn't together. Even if y'all were separated, you are still married, and she still wants the marriage. I'm like, he's on bullshit. And now he admitted, you know what I'm saying? I did do something that one time, you know what I'm saying? But that's just that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to be a goody goody husband, you know what I'm saying, because I might have solo out. I'm like, so you're admitting again, he's a fucked up husband. No one is negating that fact. He is fucked up. That's why I'm like, Erica, leave him. He's trash. Leave that man be, okay? And Yandy asked him a great question. Are you angry, or you just no longer love her? He said, look, I moved out 3 weeks ago, and I wake up every day, and I'm at peace. Okay, so I'm at the point now where I just don't care. And Yanni felt like, well, because you don't say that you don't love her, that means you still love her. If someone say he wake up without me, he's at peace, and he don't care. Deuces, deuces, get the fuck out. Okay, I don't want to keep working at it at that point in time because you don't care. I refuse. The person who cares the least has the power. I don't need nobody trying to convince a motherfucker to love me. I love me. And sometimes we have to love us enough to walk away from the bullshit. You can always get remarried. You can always try to work through that shit later. But when it's all bad at year one, I'm good. No, I gotta go. Okay, Yandy, gotta go. Anyway, And he also brought up how, and this is what I like that he said. He said it's not healthy. Me and her fussing ain't healthy. Okay, we can coexist, just not in the same house. And it's not good for the kids to see us like that. And I'm like, I agree. People really be want folks to be together and unhappy because the children don't need to see that shit. Point blank period. Okay. And lastly, Mama D and Bambi. I was like, Lord, what is going on? So Mama D saw Bambi and gonna say, I can smell a rat from a mile away. I'm like, not you a rat. So since Sierra told Mama D that Bambi wanted a divorce and the grip I guess get Scrap's money. I keep saying I don't think Scrap had that much money, but I mean whatever. So Mama D goes and talks to Bambi. And she brings up how, as a mom, I'm just protecting my child. I'm like, girl, Bambi, Mama D, Scrap is a grown man. He's not a baby, but whatever. So Mama D, like, look, blah, 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 blah. Mama D says how Sierra told her that you wanted a divorce, okay? And you wanted a divorce and you wanted to take Scrap's money. She was like, what money? Like, what money could I even get? Okay, now she's pissed that Mama D basically talk about it at all. She's pissed because when Mama D say, you need to watch who you talk to, your friends run their mouth. Mama D, you run your mouth too. I'm like, well, that's true. She ain't lying. So Mama D then said how, I'm just trying to speak up for my son, just like you would or whatever. She's like, I wouldn't let anybody hurt my grandson either. And I'm like, why? What do you mean? You have only seen your grandson a handful of times. So don't even bring him up. I'm like, oh, Lord. And I get Bambi. I get Bambi is on the defense because she's pissed based on Sierra saying Mama D talking shit. And I still feel like Sierra was the one who told two different people information, and it doesn't seem like she told Sierra, girl, like she told Bambi the reason Mama D was upset. Because she told her first that Bambi wanted a divorce. So it's weird for me how Bambi was so pissed, and it made the situation get worse because Mama D is messy. You know what I'm saying? And it don't help when you're the messy mama when even if you're trying to not be messy, it comes off messy. And Mama D was upset that Bambi then said, you don't see your grandkid or whatever. I don't have access to him, okay? So don't, now they fussing back and forth or whatever. And Mama D then gets whatever. So we got lawyers too. Keep that bitch away from me. I'm looking like, Lord, not keep that bitch away from me. Y'all really fussing over misunderstanding. At the end of the day, Bambi, you did tell people you wanted a divorce. Now, I don't know about the whole you want to get him for his money part, but you did have a discussion about the divorce. Sierra did not tell Bambi that she told Mama D that, to our knowledge. Okay? And Mama D coming up trying to check Bambi was stupid. Let Scrap do that. So again, it's messiness on all points. It's messiness all around. Y'all fucking up Bambi and Scrap's marriage more than what it already is. Anyway, that was all. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, and I will talk to y'all later. Gotta go. See you when I see you.